You're stupid. It don't mean a thing if it don't got the go-go swing.
The founder of Outer Borough Films. You spent 4 years inside the white power movement, which led to your first feature, White Noise.
What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. It's been the year too. Another one. Again with these prototype weapons. Yeah, well, it wasn't this one. Great weapon. Got some decent ninja tools. The devastation. It definitely wasn't this. Here it is. Let's watch this shit.
Designed sort of a proprietary cast that you wear on your penis to stop.
Go for the spin.
Anyone seen the circumcision cast, which is it's
like a sleeve.
It's like a sleeve, basically.
It don't mean
but there are a million problems that come with that. The film is in no way advocacy for the fallopill clinic, just of the methods of found hyaluronic acid.
Put this weapon in a base game.
Seems to over time be the most widespread. There are much more dangerous methods that, especially a few years ago when I was starting, were more common.
Basic game and
one called the PLBY. There was an incredible New Yorker article that I think was nominated for a Pulitzer. You know, penis enlargement can be great journalism. The PLBY is an implant, like a physical implant that goes underneath your top layer of skin in your penis.
What is it?
It's an implant, a physical implant called the PLBY. It stands for penis new man. Because, again, we're selling this idea that you'll become a new person with a bigger dick.
But what is the implant?
It's some kind of hardened silicone, I think.
Got it, okay.
But it's like any implant that you put under your body. It, like, wraps around the round of your penis to make it thicker. And, man, it's the most horrifying article in the world written by Ava Kaufman. Men having the PLBY poke out from their skin, bleeding during sex. Ripping off entirely. And then the version that I focus on that's especially dangerous are permanent fillers. So fillers are not designed to stay in your body forever. All fillers present risks, but there are many doctors who offer kind of a one-time fix that, like, why hyaluronic acid you have to keep going back and back and back for the rest of your life, like Botox or filler. There are these doctors who offer permanent solutions. It's usually sort of a silicone oil that lives in your body forever. The problem is that all fillers migrate, and you might have this thing that looks good for 6 months, and a year or two later it's hanging down at the bottom of your penis like a pyramid. And with permanent fillers, it's really difficult to fix, and most require major surgical intervention. We're talking about reconstructive.
What are we doing?
Penis, and I filmed a major penis reconstruction. And
I think I got night guy, right?
The subject in my film was able to be fixed, but I have met many men who are beyond
I gotta get close.
and will have a broken penis for the rest of their life.
Sending money abroad. Save time and money with WISE.
Get alerted when the exchange rate is cheaper.
Plus, most transfers arrive in 20 seconds.
If someone is going to opt for the hyaluronic acid injection, so the non-permanent one that has less risk, how large are they enhancing to?
So as I started by saying, most of these men are already well endowed. In the probably 25 penis enlargements I filmed over a 2-year stretch, I saw one micropenis, and that is a real medical issue. If you have a micropenis, it prohibits you in so many ways in your life, with sexual partners, with confidence. Completely legitimate, and my heart goes out to those people. That is way south of 1% of the American male. It's extremely rare, and that is unfixable with hyaluronic acid. Like, you can't just take something that looks like the top of your pinky and make it a little bit thicker and solve the problem. So my heart goes out to those men. The 99% of men that I know are, if they're reformed, and want to be after, like, it's sort of just never enough. So most are
TV shit.
big enough, thick enough, and when you go to Bill in the clinic, he presents sort of a menu. You can probably find a picture online, or I can share one, where you close your eyes and you say, okay, I am this girth, and my desired girth is a soup can. Usually they pick the soup can. And Bill will tell you how many stages that takes. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 5, 7 visits. And some of these men, it's never enough. Some of these men, I filmed scenes where I filmed a scene with a bodybuilder in Chicago at a fallow-fill clinic that's not under Bill. And the doctor had to say, Dave, you need to stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I want to understand how the business is growing a bit more through the lens of Bill Moore, who we touched on briefly, the clinician who basically created this, correct me if I'm wrong, proprietary method for the girth enlargement. Tell us a little bit more about him, and also how his specific method is spreading across the country.
So Bill is like this extraordinarily open person who's sort of leading this revolution in the world of cosmetics, which has been probably since the 90s or early 2000s, and now has exploded. So like everything from like face to hair to like knee improvements to red light chambers, and around during the pandemic, you know, all the power to him, started experimenting on his friends. He talks openly about this. Started experimenting on his friends with growth enhancement. He said, "Why don't I try to take lip filler and inject it?"
Had anyone ever done that?
Yes, it's very contested because of who.
God damn, I kicked the shit out of them
I don't think
niggas.
it's fair to say that Bill is the inventor, but he's certainly the person popularizing it around the world. And I think part of it is that he's very open. And something else that I found so extraordinary is that he's a queer man who puts these often like right-wing, kind of homophobic guys at ease. He's like holding their dick and injecting their penis.
Where are soldiers?
Holding a megachurch pastor's penis.
Wow.
And injecting it. And for that pastor, it's like the first time they felt seen and comfortable in a very long time.
And how does it work? He also trains other
Come on,
He's not a doctor, right?
He's not a doctor.
But he trains other doctors, urologists, and other clinicians to do what he does. How does that work?
So he's a nurse practitioner, and all you have to do, I think, in the state of Texas is have a license in Botox injection and fillers, which is its own conversation. I'm not sure that that's the right thing, but that's the way it is. So he trains urologists all over the country. They fly to Dallas for a week and watch him inject patients. So I filmed many of these training sessions.
Good job.
And the kind of sad truth of it is that insecurity is big business. And a lot of these doctors
In a wonderful
do much harder procedures like, reconstruction.
I beat the doctors already.
Men who are struggling with ED, sometimes they do implants and things like that, or major surgical interventions. It's a much quicker way to make a buck to do any sort of cosmetic enhancement and certainly penis enlargement. So it's no knock on Bill, but I think